We are Geth. I'm Sparrowcus, and welcome back to our own campaign here in Stellaris, the Synthetic Dawn DLC. We'll play as, well, the Geth, obviously. And we try to build a home where no Geth has to be alone no more. Oh no. No. So, what do we do? Well, it's really tough to say. These bastards are at war. But then again, we can't go to war with these guys much faster. Which is probably what we're going to do. Now, what do we do? Shit, not enough space. Hello there. Let's move over here. There's something else. I think I saw, yeah, there you go. This is also nice. Oh, we don't have staff. Well, alright. I'm just a bit stupid. So, let's just run this game a little bit.
Complete.
Lots of stuff to do around here.
Construction complete.
Mostly building fleets and attacking people. So yeah, what I actually want to talk about, guys, is I was a bit busy since the last episode. Main reason was, well, my stupid ass computer was crashing randomly for some reason, and so I couldn't really make any recordings without, you know, running to the risk that just, you know, in the middle of the recording, in the middle of playing, the game or the PC is going to crash.
Construction complete.
But so what I did is basically
System survey complete.
what I generally do when something's wrong with my PC,
complete.
and my computers, I just wipe the hard drive. I just don't give a fuck. I try to fix it to some extent, but then sometimes it's more like, well, screw that. I have pretty much backup of everything that I have. I could back up somewhere. So all I need to do is just, you know, back up a little something here and there. That's fine. And then just can wipe my whole hard drive again. Install everything new, and it's all just fine. Makes it a lot easier with Steam also, where you get all the mods and all that stuff like already done again. It's just really great. Same goes with the save files. They get just saved in the cloud and whatnot. It's really great. Now, because I was doing that, and because the computer is, well, it's installing and all doing that stuff, you can do some random bullshit in the middle of it. I was playing around with the settings, of course, some more, and it's actually that I don't know exactly what kind of a resolution we have at the moment. Now, what I'm always running it is borderless window. I like it actually in every game that I play, because full screen, I don't know, it was years, like 10 or 15 years ago, it's something, where they slowly started to introduce borderless windows in games, or where you just, you know, need to do some commands to make this possible. I like this one much better, the bestest. Anyways, what we have at the moment on my monitor on the desktop is 4K 60 FPS. Now, the thing is, I was playing around also with 2K resolution, which is that one. So I was trying to figure out, okay, which would be better for performance and whatnot, because on my part, what I like is I rather have more frames per second and more details, like this, more multi-samples and graphical quality. Could put that one too high and all that stuff, instead of just, you know, have a couple more pixels. But that's just me. So I was trying around a little bit, and it was a bit weird, to be honest. I played around so much that at some point I got confused what I was actually looking at. So at the moment, I'm pretty sure we are recording at 4K. Well, you will know that as soon as the video is uploaded, because it's down the bottom right corner. So it's either 2K or 4K, but I think it is 4K because I was doing some test recordings and it was 4K now. Although I was actually kind of surprised, because I was setting all my settings to 2K. I was using, or at the moment I am using NVIDIA Shadowplay. Normally I use OBS to record my stuff. At the moment I'm using Shadowplay. The reason is why I'm using Shadowplay is, for some reason, I have really
complete.
strong stuttering issues with 4K and 60 FPS, or even not even 60 FPS, even on other games where you can't even reach 60 FPS in 4K. I have huge stuttering issues. Not huge, but they're there. So I think but it's just with OBS. It's not with Shadowplay.
Construction complete.
That's why I'm using this one at the moment.
System survey
to figure out the best settings, and also set it to use the resolution that is in the game right now. So it should be 4K. I'm working on this one here a bit on the fly, because I've been testing around now for hours and hours, and someone I thought like, shit, I wanted to make like some recordings already. I will not get nowhere if I don't start recording at some point. So I'm doing like a little test here and there on the fly, but should be working out. I will also make some tests because I would also check how it is with the FPS. If there's a significant change. So in the next couple of episodes there will be also videos that are not 4K but 2K resolution, but that should be just fine, and see what's the difference there, because if we're paused, we having you cannot see it at the moment, but NVIDIA is showing me we have 60 FPS. Well, as it should be. Now if we're playing and even if we are moving, it stays generally above 24, if not maybe 23 FPS. Other than that, it's more like 26, 27, 25,
complete.
and so on. So in general, it's just fine. Neutron torpedoes. Oh, I love this song. That's the jump drive. It's about time. Let those stupid unbidden come. So yeah, I would like to see if a change there in the resolution makes also a change in the FPS. Actually, I do not think so, because there's not really much of a graphic performance to be done in this game.
Successful.
It is more, oh yes. So what are you gonna do now? Gaia creation, sanction perk. We already can make Gaia worlds. Oh, there's a sanction perk. God damn it, it's a sanction perk. It's not. When I read that. Oh, I'm sorry, people. When I read that, I thought this was like a machine point. Damn it. Here, one of those machine points here. Or template. But this is the sanction perk, of course. Our history is repeating cycle of dramatic technological, political, and cultural leaps. These leaps are often preceded by periods of upheaval and followed by times of relative stability. By identifying the core recurring premises of these leaps, we may be able to effectively short-circuit the cycle for our own benefit. Sure, do that. 100 and that's 10 years, mate. 10 years. Oh, that's fine. Machine worlds. We shall shape our worlds into a mirror image of ourselves, replacing the frailty of biology with the immutable perfection of metal. Ooh, yes. And of course, we're gonna do it on our home planet first, because why not? Stupid machine world. Yes. Yes. That's the way I like it. Like it. Yeah. Good. Now we have actually something to waste our money on. So how about let's waste some more. Escant. Oh, it's a small planet. That's a bigger one. I like you. So let's transform you into a machine world too. Perfect. So how do we do over here now? It's fine. That's not. Good. So we actually can go to war soon-ish. Not at the moment. How do we do? We have almost... we're going close to 100,000. How's that Escant doing here? the Kant from Eskant. Let's do that. So yeah, I was like talking a lot about this settings here at the beginning. Sorry, but I just want to, tell you how it is and what's going on. If there might be also the case that a video so might be delayed or something.
Construction complete.
Mainly because of that reason. But I will try to. I think, as I said, the next couple of episodes there might be 1 or 2 episodes that are in 2K. Well, I'm just going to test it out and see what kind of FPS change we're going to have. If there won't be any, or any significant one, I think there won't be any actually.
Complete.
Then we will continue with 4K. But although it also in this game doesn't really make that much of a difference, but there's a difference nonetheless. Just making it. If you have a bigger screen, it's just better. If you have a smaller screen, well, this should be. You should still be able to do that, see all that. I did watch that on my phone. Still was fairly visible. If I have to, I did the settings again to 1.5. Probably do that. Let's meet in the middle. The next episode, we're gonna have that. Well, we're all done. What do you want? Stop working. Thank you. Oh, goody. Alright, I think we can go to war soon. Very soon, actually. Like, this soon. Well, would you look at that? Adoption effect is actually really good. So let's wait 2 months.
Construction complete.
Let's wait 2 months to have a better price if it comes to subjugate somebody in a war. Or what do you want? I don't care. Word war! The fuck do I care what you say, man? Domination. What does it say here? We seek harmonious functionality throughout the entire galaxy. Other stellar beings resist this due to inefficient personal whims. Yes, that's about it. We will remove their disorder like a malfunctioning part. Oh yeah, our Geth are really working like bees. I mean, look at how much output we got. It's just like, what the hell, man? This makes so much. It's just, look. We're so far above our naval capacity and we're still making a crap ton of money. And I don't even give a crap about, where is it? Like enacting the Grand Fleet. Well, how much does it do? Yeah, sure, 80. No, 70. But still. Wow. 70, whatever. I don't care. I accidentally enacted it. I don't want to. God damn it. There it is. This also reminds me about the development diary that we had this week. Or should I say last week. Personally, I really liked it. I liked the change. Sure. It also, for me, it's a bit tough to find a reasoning behind what they said or what they did over there. So in case you have not, let's do that actually. Let's do the flag battery over here. Or the other cannons, let's do that. Anyways, it's also for me a bit tough to... Upgrading? Still? Still upgrading. Alright, we're gonna wait then. The reasoning, so if you haven't read the dev diary last week,
construction complete.
What they basically announced is for the next major update, there will be another update itself, 1.9. For the next major update, which is going to be update 2.0, well, they changed so incredibly much about the game. what they said is they also changed the encounters with the fleets. So now we're gonna go to war soon,
System survey complete.
and then we're gonna probably see one of the reasons why I like those changes. I really like those changes. Although they're not totally realistic, but I really like those changes. Now, what they announced is that if you are at war and one fleet engages another, it often happens, like 9 times out of 10,
Construction complete.
that there's a bigger fleet and that there's a smaller fleet. Now with the new update, the smaller fleet gets, in comparison to how small it is to the bigger fleets, a bonus with a fire rate. So it just shoots faster. Now, I also don't really have like a really sound reasoning behind that, why this would still work. Let's say like a realistic reason how this would work in real life, although I understand that this is a sci-fi game. I would still like to explain why a smaller fleet out of a sudden shoots faster just because she has a bigger fleet facing them. But the reasoning is it's not that important. The more important part is like the change itself is really good. Now the reason for that is simply what we're going to do now if we go to war. Because if a bigger fleet, and that's what they also say in the depth area,
Complete.
a bigger fleet attacks a smaller fleet. What happens is that the smaller fleet is not only at a disadvantage because it is smaller, it also gets an even higher disadvantage because it also gets their ships destroyed faster
Construction complete.
than the big fleet. So it's just, of course it makes sense to some extent, that if you have a fleet with let's say 100,000 like we have, and we're gonna face a fleet with only 50,000 fleet strength, it makes sense that the bigger fleet kind of destroys the smaller fleet. It makes sense, of course, and this is still what's going to stay in the next
Construction complete.
patch. The difference is what we have at the moment is like the bigger fleet attacks a 50k fleet, but what happens is they lose like I don't know,
System survey
2
complete.
maybe 5,000 in fleet power.
Construction complete.
While the other side with the 50k, which is weaker in the beginning anyways, only loses, not only, completely loses 50k in fleet power. 50,000 fleet power gone within one battle. And this is what's probably going to happen right here too. The whole war, even against these guys, will be decided in 1 or 2 battles. And we're going to kill them.
Complete.
And it's going to be fun. And it's just going to be one huge ass battle, and then that's it. Then that's it.
Construction complete.
And while we're defeating like one fleet, and then maybe another one, if we're lucky, maybe they just gang up on us, and then we have like
Communications alert.
100,000 against 100,000 something. I don't know. We'll see. So I guess without further ado, we're just gonna destroy. Go to war. All right, start a war.
Diplomatic alert. War protocol.
Go and attack them over here, and then we're just gonna see what happens, and also see if what I'm thinking will happen in this war too. Well, it will happen one way or another because it always happens. The problem with the basic problem with the wars and why they're not, let's say, that entertaining. Yeah, sure. That happens actually every war. Every war. Even in the ones that are more even. Not only the ones that are clearly defined. Even the ones that are more even, it always happens. Well, not always, but let's say 9 times out of 10. It happens in every war. We just see if it happens now. I'm pretty sure we're gonna fight a smaller fleet, and then what will happen is that they will just get annihilated just because they're smaller. It's completely annihilated and obliterated, while the bigger fleet just doesn't really care. The bigger fleet just doesn't really care. They're just like, well, whatever. we'll see what happens over here. But I think this is exactly what's going to happen. There they are. Wait, oh, that's the dear reunion. Oh, that's fine. Enter orbit. Actually, there you go. Reposition yourself so you face them. I don't like it to get attacked from behind. You know what I mean? Okay, you're attacking now. They're actually attacking us. No, you're entering the orbit. I don't know why. Psionic power. Ooh, that's not good. But yeah, okay. So what will happen now? We're fighting 110,000 against 21,000. They still have 10 battleships and all this stuff. But what will happen now? We will destroy them and end up with our health bar will probably like, I don't know, 98% or something. Maybe if we're unlucky, 97%. But it doesn't really matter, and they lose their complete fleet unless they manage to FTL out of the battle quickly. What will happen with the new patch is, well, this 21,000 fleet gets like, because they are just a quarter of our size, or a fifth, should I say, and they get like maybe, I don't know what the numbers are exactly, maybe 50% fire rate. They don't get like, it's not they get more firepower or well, it's pretty much firepower or evasion or anything. It's fire rate, so they fire more often. Alright? So the average damage per day goes up by 50%, so it makes it a lot stronger just because they're smaller. Now because they're smaller, they do a lot of damage to our ships. A lot more than now. So it makes it, although it's an uneven fight, it still makes it a little bit more even. And yeah. Alright.
Hostile fleet
and the
assets
thing is,
engaged.
oh, I like those lasers. The thing is, this change alone, that wouldn't solve any problems. That would be just stupid. And that wouldn't do anything, really. It would just make, you know, this fleet stronger and this fleet a bit weaker. This direct encounter. Oh, hello there. It's the Federation fleet. It's fine. Especially now in this patch, it doesn't really matter. We just annihilate them both. Anyways, this change alone would not do much. Would not really change the situation. It would be crap. But what happens? What is this? Why are these things so slow and what? Look at the damage that they're inflicting on us. It's literally 0. It's not even 1,000 yet. They haven't even inflicted 1,000. Oh, now we have it. 1,000 damage. You see what this is the problem what they're addressing with this one. All right, but okay. There's of course the reasoning, because there's a lot of bitchery going on the internet. There's of course the reasoning. Well, of course it's a bigger fleet against a smaller fleet. Of course the bigger fleet is just destroying the smaller fleet, and that is still going to be the case. The difference is, and there's like, this is the other thing that they also changed, what I think is a really huge change, and combined with the additional fire rate, this does a lot. All right. Wait a second. Why are you here? All right. To combine with the additional fire rate for smaller fleet, this does a lot. Wait a second. I don't like this. Okay, I don't know what you're doing. So start bombarding this one for a second, and then we'll see what they do. So what happened now is we destroyed pretty much 21,000. They're gone. Meanwhile, we lost 1,000. We're still at, look at that. I was even wrong. We're still at over 99% health. 99.3. All right. With the update now, they would get like 50% damage increase, but then they would be at like 97 maybe, or 98% damage. Maybe more even, I don't know. I don't know the exact values, how it's gonna be at the end. But the thing is now, and that's the other change, the big change that they announced, and I think the combination of both of them, what many that are complaining about this new feature then, or the new mechanic, just don't see is we destroyed those 21,000. They're gone now. But with the update, there's a huge chance that, especially smaller ships, corvettes have a higher chance than battleships, that if it gets broken, if it gets destroyed, well, it doesn't get destroyed completely. It just gets out of combat. And then as soon as the combat is over, it comes back again. So if you win the encounter, well, it comes back immediately. If you lose the encounter, or let's say emergency FTL out of the combat, well, as soon as they come alive again and you see them, they're again with the ships. So if I would destroy now these 21,000 ships around here, they would inflict more damage and they would still have some ships left. All right. Instead of completely trying to rebuild their whole fleet, they would still have like, I don't know, 60%, 50%, 40%, some amount still left. All right. This gives smaller empires still a fighting chance. It's not like they're going to be
Construction complete.
I know, killing a bigger empire or something, but it gives them a fighting chance, and I do like this change because
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
okay, I don't know what they are doing. They're going away again for whatever reason, and that reason is, for me, I don't really give a rat's what. So we're just gonna attack this other fleet, and this is exactly what I'm saying. We could probably attack both of them or all of these ships now, and would still win because we have just simply the higher number. And then we would destroy them completely, and then the war is over. Now everything that we do then in this war is just hop from one planet to another, just to somehow get up the stupid war score. But in the end, we're not really doing anything. It's just we're just waiting.
Technological acquisition.
We're just waiting and clicking around until we have this stuff. All right. And with these changes, I think that this is these are huge and good changes. They will make the game a lot more interesting, especially war a lot more interesting. Ah, shit. There you go, the point defense are taking care of the missiles. Cannot take everybody. There you go. We need more point defense, don't we? Or we need flak. That's the thing, we need flak.
Construction complete.
Well, our torpedoes don't do much damage either. What do we have here? Arc emitters, eh? I do like that. They just ignore everything because fuck you, that's why. I do like the sound of that. This is bullshit. Torpedoes, we have better ones, so yeah, okay. No. Those here, this is an even better example. It was a 41k fleet. 41k. 40% of our fleet size. If you are at war and there's a sure it can happen that, you know, a bigger fleet like this is more than double the size annihilates the smaller ones, but it also can be that the smaller sized fleet just does enough damage also to the bigger fleet. And over here at the moment, let's see how much we're gonna have. I'm pretty sure over 95% of our health is still gonna be there. And meanwhile, we killed pretty much more than half of their fleet. More than half of the fleet of these both empires in just one strike, one attack, and they're gone. All right, there we go. Now we also our torpedoes are also striking in because our corvettes are closer, and that's why the torpedoes are getting in there much faster. Now, what's going on now? Okay, the game just got stuck for a second. And this is it. The war is over. The war is over. There's no way we're gonna lose it now. What do we do? What do we have now? 97. Yeah, I wanted to say 97%, but I said okay, 95. Still over 97%. We lost 2%. 2% of our health. 2%. 2%. Okay, sure. We also lost a couple of ships, but still.
Construction complete.
Well, we lost 2% of our complete fleet power too. We had like 103,000. Now we have exactly 102,000 at 1,000. Meanwhile, we killed 40,000, almost 43,000 in fleet power. Over here we have also another 40,000. Now they will inflict more damage, so we will probably end up with. Oh no, we have again more ships. Yeah, with at least 98,000 if we're gonna kill them all around here. It's gonna happen. We'll have so much just because, well, we have a combined doom stack. And this is like one of the reasons what they wanted to change. You want to go away with the doom stacks, with the fact that you recover ships, with the fact that there's only hyper travel and all that stuff. All these things combined, I think, make the game a much better and much more entertaining.
Construction complete.
And with all the people complaining about it, saying, "Oh, this is bullshit. Oh, this is not good. Blah blah blah." I get it if you say, "Well, it's not really realistic." And how do you explain that? I don't know how to explain that. At the moment, I also have a bit of a tough time to explaining that. Why a fleet that is smaller, out of a sudden, is shooting faster than the other fleet. Now, basically, the best way to explain that
dissected
to yourself would be if you say, "All right, where are you going?" The best way to explain that would be to say, okay, they're not just because of magic gain like, let's say, 10% fire rate. They're not fasting 10% faster. They're firing 10% faster.
Systems
just because of it. No, they are actually compared to the bigger fleet.
Alert.
Firing faster.
Engaged.
Ah, you bitches. You goddamn.
Alert.
Why are they so
Science
fast and
unit
jumping
offline.
around? Because you have jump drives, right? No, still one more. Why are we so slow in jumping around?
Construction complete.
Why are they so much faster in jumping around? I don't get it. They're so much faster in jumping. We need like 2 months to jump.
Hostile
2 months.
Nexus engaged.
All right. What was I? About the guys bitching around or everything? No, not you. Come on, champ. Yeah. Everybody who's complaining on the internet about these changes, then it's stupid and you say it's not realistic. Yes, I can understand it's not realistic. But they say, all right, you need to do something different. You need to do evasion or whatever, and blah blah and whatever blah blah. It doesn't work like it. And the reason why is what they also say in the dev diary. It's not just you change one number. Doing a change like this, and this is a huge change, although it's just one number, it changes the whole dynamic of the whole game. Completely. Would you just get in there?
Planetary pacification protocols initiated.
You change a lot. And that is why it's not so easy to just say, okay, just change that number, change that number. A game like Stellaris, there's a huge amount of testing involved. It's just, it's literally crazy. And while I don't believe that, say like, oh yeah, I believe that they have every possible outcome, and this is the best solution they come up with. well, that's the best solution they come up with at the moment, and for the time being. But I don't say that this is also the best solution at all, but it definitely is the right direction for the time being. And it also works much better with the new mechanics that we have at the moment, or with the new update then. And oh my goodness, I was talking all the time here that I forgot how long this episode is now going. So, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure to pretty much win the war already. We just have to go over here and kill those guys too. But that will be easy. I mean, we don't really give a crap because we have a bigger fleet. And this doesn't concern us whatsoever. We don't give a fuck. We just get over there and kill them. Easy peasy. So, alright. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to press that like button down below. And don't forget the motto of the SAS. Who plays, wins. Dismissed.